If you find yourself with a camera in your hand and want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment below. Hey Photos photographers, today is our second video about selling, and the smaller topic that we're going to be delving into underneath selling is going to be what I call overcommit, overdeliver. And this has a little bit more to do with the business aspect of what selling is all about. If we don't sell our services, our products, our skills, then we're not doing ourselves a service, and we're not going to be getting the clients we're looking to get either. A lot of individuals I've heard say, well, I just priced my packages higher and I ended up getting the clients that weren't as demanding and didn't, take as much of my time and that sort of stuff. That's absolutely great, fine. I mean, but if you're not getting customers, then perhaps it's how you're selling yourself. Perhaps you're not telling them that you're going to give them enough quality products, whatever it is. And so it may feel to you like you are overcommitting yourself. Sit down and figure out what it costs you for certain items. If you deliver your items through some digital format, Dropbox or other forms, figure out what that costs you for maintaining that service. For the form of delivery, what it costs you in your time and your photograph and your editing. Figure that out so that you can know what you can put more time into, or you can put more money into if you deliver by a thumb drive. Figure out how many cents or how many dollars it takes to buy such a size a thumb drive and to put the images on there, so that you know your cost basis of what you're doing. Finally, the last point that we're going to be talking about is give even more. So that now that you know your cost basis for things, do what you can to give more than you told them you're going to give. Now this, I guess in some ways, I approach this whole topic backwards, but in my listing, I have 3 different tips that we're talking about today, and the first is give. But I think it's important that point number 2 and 3 are very much in line with the first, and it's important to have the first as the first, but we didn't really address it as the first. But give is almost like an eggshell, and then you have the egg white and the egg yolk inside. Okay, so let's think about it like that. Whether you talk about give first or last, it's not that big a deal, but it needs to be seen as the whole protection to the promising a lot and the giving even more. But it's not just a protection of the egg white and the egg yolk, which is well, not over-promising, but I mean, you could see it like that. Over-committing really is a better way to say it than over-promising. Over-promising is promising something that isn't delivered, and so that's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about saying you're going to give something to somebody and not giving it. We're talking about conveying the quality and the quantity of what they're going to be spending on your service and what they will be getting from that. So that's very much what we're talking about, over-committing. Don't make it seem like the package isn't worth what you're charging, but make sure that they are understanding that they receive the value of what this package is all about, and that you are willing to deliver everything that they need to be completely satisfied, and not just satisfied, but one of your hardcore fans that are going to be turning out word of mouth advertising because they love what you did for them so much. And that's why I consider that more in the picture that I gave of the egg with give as the shell on the outside. I consider promise a lot, overcommitting, as the egg white, because there's a lot more egg white than there is egg yolk. Now, when you give even more, that's where the nutrition really is in the egg yolk. And so that's the golden nugget, right? It's yellow. inside all of this in the give, give, give. So promise a lot, make sure that it's there, and make sure it supports everything that you have. And then the give even more aspect is going to be, hey, I went, I paid this for this package, and this person told me what they were going to do, and they gave me even more than that. I am over the moon about this, and I love it. Next time I have a portrait session done, or I go back for these images or whatever, I am going to be using that person. So we talked about before in a previous episode about what give, give, give is all about, and we're hitting a little bit more on the outside edges of it. But if you need a hard and fast mind picture, a visual of it, think about it this way. When you offer water to somebody, how are you going to deliver it to them? I would suggest don't just bring them a bottle of water knowing that it was sealed and it's clean, it's pure water to drink, there's nothing that's contaminated it, but bring them a napkin, bring them a glass, and bring them ice in the glass. Those little details of thinking about someone and preparing something for them and seeing to their desires. They don't have to drink out of the glass. They don't have to use the ice. They don't have to use the napkin if they don't want to, but you have provided for them some other means of drinking that water other than out of the bottle, if they so choose. And it's that that idea, that picture we're talking about, and that's the give, give, give principle. In a different picture than what we were talking about of the eggshell, the egg white, and the egg yolk. So these three things I'm finding in principle apply everywhere in all areas of life, not just in work and sales and photography. It applies to every little piece principle. I mean, hey, if any of you photographers out there, photographers are married, practice this with your wife or your spouse. I mean, it's going to change a lot of the perception within every aspect of your life. And I think this is more than just a good sales thing. It's a beautiful principle to practice in all areas of life. So I'm not going to say I hope this helps you. My hope is that you put this into practice. Put this into practice, and I'm not going to make a promise, but I would not be surprised at all. But I would be very happy to see every single one of you that actually put this give, give, give into practice, that your photography turns into a $1 million business in a year. That's how much I believe in this principle of give, give, give. So I look forward to seeing your thumbs up and your comments about what this is doing for you, and seeing how this happens and changes your enthusiasm, your lifestyle, and for the better throughout the next 12 months. And these things are not just, okay, I practice it for 30 days and it becomes a habit and I forget about it. This is something that, especially this selling idea and this give, give, give principle, is going to be something that is so huge, and something that we have to maintain our thought process on and work at giving more and being that person who keeps adding value to other people. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing your comments below and the thumbs up, so that other people can see these tips and benefit from this as well. If you're not yet a subscriber, we would love to have your subscription and watch and see y'all grow as we grow as a YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much. God bless.